In about a month, I'm going to be packing up and figuring out how to load out onto the tricycle. And so there's all little parts of things, like the kitchen has a lot of little parts to make sure that I know how to use it and that it's going to work. I'm thinking about it every day. Can't wait to get on the road. Every day I'm thinking about my gear for a year and a half as I've been planning. Every day I think about myself and what I need for the dog and for our vehicle, the tricycle with the cart. So I have all these bags to think about, and within all these bags, in about a month, I'm going to be packing up and figuring out how to load out onto the tricycle. Clothing, shelter system, sleep system, mosquito system, kitchen. And there's a lot to the kitchen. It's compact, but with like all these things, it's weight and something to do. I've got tools, electronics, first aid, grooming, medicine, woodcraft tools, bicycle tools, other kitchen tools, things like that for the camper. And I've also got like some extra blankets and things like that to bring with us as much as weight can bear. And I've got my music instruments. And I've got electronics bags. I have a bag just for cables, and I have a bag for fittings for cameras and for batteries. And I've got a solar system I have to figure out how to hook up so I can keep that going. And the sleep system, of course, and shelter, also includes a couple of extra straps and things like that to make sure the camo system, in case I need to stealth camp and hide the trike and everything. And I'm going to have to be carrying groceries. How am I going to do that? What's my system for that? Right? And my coffee. And so there's all little parts of things, like the kitchen has a lot of little parts. And I've also got just the general gear for traveling, like a compass, things like, and other tools like that, the calipers to figure out a part if I need to replace it. It's a lot of tools. I try to go as lightweight as possible, but it's a lot of tools. And I'm going to I have replacement chain and rubber for the bike, trike, and cart. And on top of that, I've got my coats and extra shoes, right? So I have water shoes and my boots. And I have my hats, between my helmet and a hat that goes under it for cycling, and my Choctaw hat, and my nice Choctaw hat. I don't know if I'm going to I might just get rid of one. And I've got all the strap and tie downs and everything that need to go with it. And I've got a couple things that are larger, like a staff, that and a medicine bag for my spiritual tools. So I think that's about it. And I'm thinking about it every day so that I'm not overwhelmed when it's time to pack up in a few weeks, and so that I can run through my head possible problems that I could avoid, doing things like testing out my gear to make sure that I know how to use it and that it's going to work. So I've been working for a year and a half, and I'm now in my last month and a half before going. So every day without fail, I'm meditating on my stuff. And it's nice that new toys are fun to play with. Because there's some things that I've got to figure out. Systems. So every day. Thank you for watching. Can't wait to get on the road.